WeAreArcade.com presents the Anime UK podcast with the SSRS.
この番組はご覧のスポンサーの提供でお送りいたします。
Hey, and this is episode 5 of Anime UK. You can find us on FB and Twitter at Anime UK Show, and we're hosted by WeAreArcade.com. So let's get right to it, guys. What animes have we been watching? Harriet?
Oh, quite a lot. Where do I begin? One I've kept, I've just watched all the way through, Red Data Girl. That's a new one.
Yeah, that's quite popular at the minute.
Watching it with
is. A lot of people, including yourselves, there's people saying it's very confusing. Yeah, I don't know. I kind of bypassed the confusion. I'll explain what it's about. It's about a girl called Izumiko, and she's basically raised in a temple, kind of sheltered away from everyday life, well, apart from going to school. And
which is a chore, really.
Which is, yeah, she doesn't like it. She doesn't want to be who she is. And in the beginning scene, you see she cuts her hair because she wants to be different. Everyone in the shrine is so shocked, and then we later on in the episode realize why. And she
gets a lot of hassle, actually.
She
a lot
does,
of bullying,
yeah.
Actually.
Yeah, especially from the boys, because obviously she's raised in the temple, and plus she's very slow as well, in reaction wise. Which is, very, but
she's really sweet though.
Yeah, she's really innocent. You kind of feel like, oh, don't hurt her, you bastard.
Yeah. Yeah, the guy at the beginning, I didn't like him. You know, the one who has to protect her.
Yeah, I didn't get any of that. I'm only on the first episode, but I'm just a bit like,
Yeah, Miyuki, I think that's Sagara, yeah. He, kind of doesn't like her at the beginning. They both don't like each other, but then obviously,
it's not really explained. I mean, what? I don't get it. I mean, please do disclose spoiler ahead. But what is he? They kept calling him a manservant or something.
He's a priest or a monk, isn't he?
He's a mountain monk. Yeah, he's along the lines of other mountain monks who've trained previously. Basically, Izumiku is a vessel. So basically, she is going to, in the future years, she is going to be taken over by the spirit of the estate she lives in.
Awesome.
And Sagara is the one who is supposed to look after her. They're basically partners that look out for one another.
When she gets taken over, what happens? Does she die? Does she become a demon? What?
You know how she has her hair in braids?
Yes.
When she's taken over, the first time you see it, I think it's episode 3. And when you first see it, her hair becomes detangled. She wears this flowing kimono, the purple one that you saw in the opening.
Yeah.
And she comes down and speaks to both the Sagara father and son, and basically explains, I sense trouble, what's happening, and she basically warns them something will happen.
Okay.
And then you see her later on, and there is a spoiler, she basically says that, I don't want to be revived. Just make sure, she says to Sagara, she holds his hand and says, make sure I am not revived. Look after Izumiku. And make sure that nothing happens to her. Because she kind of discovers there are other people around her who have the same somewhat spiritual level as her.
Okay.
The characters actually are quite interesting. Further on, like in episode 4 onwards, you do meet some pretty interesting characters, all nice apart from the odd one or two, and they kind of get together, and Izumiku realizes she can have friends rather than the ones she's used to at school.
Aww.
Which is kind of sweet. Do you know, the thing about the show, I don't know if any of you girls have seen it, but Izumiku's eyes, they're just mesmerizing.
They're hypnotic.
Yeah, it kind of reminded me of an old anime movie that was out. Now, this was out years and years ago. It was a Hans Christian Andersen version of The Little Mermaid.
Yes, I had that on VHS. My first anime, technically.
Marina. That's what she reminded me of, like, because they always just look at her eyes and they're so hypnotic. This is kind of weird. It just kept on reminding me of that. But it will grow. I think this anime is slowly starting to get together. Episode 6 was a bit, but episode 7, I think there's gonna be a kickstart into it. It left on the cliffhanger. That looks good. I'm hoping for episode 7.
No, I've only got up to number 4.
Oh, I think number 6, only came out not too long ago.
It's because I'm just waiting for them at the moment. It's just like, oh, why are they being slow for me? I can't get them fast enough. Oh.
Hurry up.
Yeah. Seems all the shows I want to watch seem to be really slow.
Oh. What are you watching at the minute then, Alex?
I was keeping up with Valve Rave, but now I've looked at it and went, oh god, it had promise, and now it's suddenly gone into, why have they put such stupid plot twists in that make no sense? I'm gonna explain it, just in case, because if anyone's known, Valve Rave is a mech series. And it looks like your typical mech series. You've got the bad guys, you've got this hero who coincidentally is a little kid, and he's in school, and lo and behold, he gets his hand on a mech. Now, the mech's called Valve Rave, and how it works is, the story goes, there is an enemy empire, they're attacking these people who are living in space, so they're like on little colonies, yes. And when they attack, they've got no way to defend, and lo and behold, mysterious mech comes out of nowhere that was buried under the school, and was being worked on by a group of scientists. And the kid who ends up finding the mech climbs in because he wants to get revenge, because an attack on the school caused the girl he loved to get squashed.
Oh, nice.
Pretty much kills her, but it doesn't kill her. Turns out she was saved next episode, because conveniently she's a main character, so we can't kill her off that early. And in a fit of rage, he climbs into the mech and starts fighting back. Now, typical scene, he wins, yay, he's got rid of the forces, he's saving the people at the school. So there's a video online of him helping people, and everyone's cheering him on.
God.
And then he gets out the mech. After all this has happened, heads back to the school to see if the girl's okay or not. And all of a sudden, one of the villains, who appears at the start of the episode, comes out, stabs him point blank in the chest, the pilot, and shoots him twice, and then goes to steal the mech. And you're just sitting there going, wow, that was quick. They've already killed off the main guy in like the first 5 seconds. And I thought, this is going to be awesome. This is going to be really different. We're going to follow this new guy now, and it's going to be quite hilarious to see what it's like. And it says, no. The hero who got shot suddenly turns into a space vampire.
Oh, nice.
Bites the guy who shot him. And then it stops on the cliffhanger. In the next episode, you find out, a bit of a spoiler, that whenever he bites someone, he can take over their body. So when he got shot, he took over the other guy's body, and his body healed up. And he was running around pretending to be the other guy, and now he's got him in trouble because everyone thinks he's betrayed his nation. But I was just kind of sitting there going, space vampirism. Of all the things they could have put in a mech suit.
It adds a twist.
At least
it's not just Gundam, it's space vampire Gundam.
At least they don't sparkle.
Funny.
Oh
it was
God,
so funny.
don't even get me started on that glittering business.
The suit gave him this ability so that whenever his life's in danger, he'll automatically attack someone and bite them and take over them. And I just found it hilarious because if they didn't really explain it, and it's just he got shot and then all of a sudden, no, space vampire, and just attacks the guy.
A lot of people into their biting fetishes are so going to watch this now.
Yeah, they are. They probably will. They'll probably, every episode, he'll probably bite someone and switch bodies. But, second episode, they kind of explained it a bit, and you feel sorry for the guy with the guy who tried to steal the mech, because he was just trying to get it, and now everyone thinks he's betrayed them and he's got in trouble.
Mm-hmm.
And I think after that it just went kind of downhill. It was just, I'm now a monster because I bit a guy. No, what? Why are you being such a soppy, lazy emo? Do something! You have a giant mech! Just go out! Just do something! Oh no, but I'm a monster! I've got space vampirism! We don't care! Do something, please! And yeah, it's just turned into like a soap opera rather than a
Are you going to
show.
try and carry on watching this, or are you giving up now?
Part of me is going to try and carry on to see if it does get better, because of in the opening they show you like there's different versions of this mech, and I'm just like, yeah, we can see big battles. But so far it's just soppy, lazy bugger with a mech, doesn't do anything.
Just a whole load of meh.
It's just a whole load of melodrama. It's just like, oh yay. But yeah, it should turn out okay. It's just compared to other series at the moment, it doesn't seem very good as a mech series.
It doesn't stand out.
No, it's just your typical another series, just a boring guy with a mech just doing stuff. That's all really.
Well,
Anyone else seeing anything?
when you were talking about the whole, and then they died and then they came back to life, it just, reminded me of Devil Survivor 2, the animation. Not that it didn't tell me that in the title. I'm assuming someone's going to survive a demon possession, but it's just crazy, man. Japanese ideas. People download a new phone app called Deadface. I wonder what that could be. Basically, you see the face of your friend dead. I don't know why you'd want to do that. Seriously, I don't know what's so appealing about seeing your best friend splattered or whatever.
Yeah, it's very. I know you want to be friends, but don't take it to that extreme so that you want to see me dead as well.
Yeah, I mean, funnily enough, people use the app and then their friends mysteriously die.
Like,
Sorry?
It's not like they didn't see it coming.
No, right? But people carry on using it. That's what got me a little bit. And, it's just silly, really. But, if your will is strong enough, then the app will download a sub-app to resurrect you and you'll have demons battling on your behalf and, I mean, I thought the app thing was a great idea, but then the next part I thought, oh my, okay, right, so they just got killed by a train, and wait, they've come back to life, and now there's demon wolves running around, and oh no, wait, he's just summoned some little spirit thing that's crushed them all, and then there's like some hidden organization watching, like, come on, bring him in, guys, he just summoned the blah 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 blah, and it's like, huh? What? I don't know. Why is everything demon related? Come on, people. Technology. Then again, they're just gonna be sucked into a game like every other game, anime, like Sword Art Online, you know? Oh.
But the thing is, Devil Survivor is based on the game.
True.
It is based on the DS game, so it's kind of, I haven't played it, my boyfriend has, and it's very battle, like an MMO kind of game, like Disgaea.
Yeah!
It is very much like that. You kind of strategically maneuver your way to try and defeat the monsters before, you don't die or anything like that. I didn't mind the anime. It was more, the whole seeing your friends kind of, I don't know about that.
It's so Japanese, isn't it?
Very morbid. Yeah, and then the whole kind of, I don't know why, I just it's default Digimon, but more serious.
Digimon, the adult version. Yeah.
It is basically that. But, I couldn't get into it. I can't see me carry on watching it. Sadly.
I might try another episode to see a bit more detail but I think I prefer maybe playing the game actually to watching.
I think in the game, the demons look a lot better. They're a lot more detailed. In the anime, they just kind of look plain and boring. The first two that appear is just like, it's a big ogre guy and a tiny thing.
I guess. What else have you guys been watching?
My Little Monster.
Oh yeah?
That's actually very sweet. I didn't think I'd like it, but I did. It's about a girl who I forget her name now. It's Shizuku, and she's one of these people, I don't want any friends, I'm just seriously dedicated to studying and I want to achieve purposes in life and whatnot. She's asked by a teacher to deliver some flyers to another student called Haru, and when he sees her, thinks, who the hell are you? What are you doing here? He was expelled from school at the first term, so she hardly remembers him, which is sad. Later discovered I don't know, he's really weird in the fact that he keeps kidnapping her in regards to, I want to be friends with you, and this is it, he instantly thinks that because she delivers flyers to his house or his place where he lives, that she is now his best friend.
He's slightly mental.
He is just a tad mental, yeah. And it turns out that he's actually afraid to go back to school because he didn't deserve to be expelled for what he did. I mean, yeah, he probably could have got a caution, but that's why he never went back to school.
Well, he just keeps having fights with people, doesn't he?
Yeah, he just picks a fight with anyone and everyone, really. I'm surprised he didn't have a fight with the chicken that walked down the road. But that's soon going to come into it, because that was mentioned at the very beginning. I don't know
chicken?
how. Yeah, it's true. Yeah, the girl says, oh, I want to talk about him. You see all different characters, and then it moves to the chicken, and it goes him. And I'm like, wait, what?
The chicken's the main character, but you don't realise yet.
Yeah. And it's weird, because he likes her, but he doesn't understand why he likes her. I mean, the teacher even lends him a light novel of romance, and at the very end, she's snogged by him.
He's just really slow.
Yeah, I will carry on watching this, but I don't know. I don't know if it was rushed, the first episode. The way that she kind of now realizes, oh, I can be human after all.
I think it's another case of I read the manga and the anime, and lo and behold, the manga was better.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
Yes. It goes fast at the start for a reason.
Okay.
In the manga, that he does kind of jump on her and goes, I really like you. Please, can you be my friend? And then he misinterprets, and it all goes to hell. And but in the manga, it's they kind of explain it a bit better than the anime, because in the anime they just make him look mental.
Yeah.
In the manga, he's just really slow and stupid. So he misinterprets things a lot and gets in trouble a lot.
I do like. He's a very good character. I did grow to him very quickly.
Yeah, you start to learn more about him, like his brother starts turning up, and you get more characters coming in, like there's another love interest who mysteriously likes the girl. There's rival, even though he's a bit silly. And then there's a rival girl who likes slightly slow Haru.
Oh.
And they start explaining more stories, and you start to get more characters. But at the moment, I think it does start very slow. And then you just think, whoa, it's kind of jumped at the last episode. He suddenly kissed her. That was quick.
Yeah.
But no, it does go into more misunderstandings.
Oh, fair enough.
We love misunderstandings.
It wouldn't be a romance if it wasn't full of them.
It wouldn't be an anime if it was full of them.
It wouldn't be life if it wasn't full of them.
But no, I recommend, if you don't like the anime, read the manga, because the manga always seems to turn out slightly more entertaining.
Yeah, I probably will start reading it, yeah.
Yeah, I can't remember the Japanese name for it. You have to look it up for that version. It's Tonari something?
Tonari no Kabutsu-kun.
That's it.
Yep.
Just look for that. Did you talk about Devil Survivor, weren't you, a minute ago?
Yeah, we were.
Yeah, just to add, you know the series it's on, SMT, Shin Megumi Tensei, I think it's called.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah. There's been an MMO version out for a while, called Shin Megumi Tensei Imagine.
Oh, on what platform?
It's PC. It's a free MMO.
Free!
free, massively multiplayer online RPG.
We like freebies.
Yeah, it looks quite good. I've only seen it because I've only seen the Japanese servers because I think they're the only ones up and running. And it appears as if it's every single SMT game put into a massive MMO. So you can change your character's appearance, you can do whatever you like, typical MMO stuff. And you can also, I think you can summon, creatures in to help you. Cause I think the video I saw, they had, like, one person was literally summoning about 5 creatures just to themselves. And it was just a cluster of monsters on the screen. And they're all doing a massive fight with a creature that was running around. But yeah, I think if you can try it out, if your Japanese is good.
Which sadly is not.
I don't know if there's going to be an English version up, because it's Atlas, and I don't know at the moment whether or not they're still doing anything on with the work. But if you look it up, Google it, or whatever, I'm sure you can probably find out more about it. Because at the moment I've only seen other people play it. I haven't been able to get on it yet.
With all the PSO people downloaded the Japanese one, I'm sure they'll probably go down to the same lengths and download this one actually.
Yeah, they should. It looks fun. It's nice if you're a fan of the series. It looks like it'll be really good to run around and talk to other fans and make your own character. But for now, I'm afraid I'm going to have to skip. I have enough games on my list. Just finishing Virtue's Last Reward was enough for me. That game was going to kill me.
Oh yeah, that was a PSP Vita, wasn't it?
And 3DS.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it was free on PSN this month, wasn't it?
Yeah, I got it for the Vita because I haven't got any Vita games.
That is a very good game to get free.
Yeah, it's huge. If you like puzzles and you like anime, I recommend playing it.
How many hours did you spend on it? Because you can play it all, I'm sure.
It's taken me 4 days to do all the endings. There is an average 20 plus endings.
I was just about to say, there is like 20 odd endings.
Yeah, I've got one left, which was a secret ending.
Okay.
Which you get for completing all the, locked room puzzles on hard mode. Which took me,
I failed in the demo, so I gave up, and that's bad of me. I couldn't even...
I love room puzzles. I've played them far too much. So I'm used to it. But yeah, it's really hard. The game, if you've seen the demo, Harriet, it's literally the tiniest item in
it. Is. And I've got 999 as well, the one prior to that, or prior to that.
They mention that in the game. They mention it in the story.
Oh, did they?
If you've played 999, I can imagine it helps. For me, it was okay. I hadn't played 999, but I understood what they were saying. But this, it's just ridiculous. I'm assuming 999 has the same story in which 9 people get kidnapped.
Yep.
You've got a selection of doors and rooms, which once you go in, you have to escape to get to the next set of doors and rooms.
Yep. And
for every room, you have to go in a group according to colours on a bracelet.
It's not on the 999.
Oh no, in this, each character has a bracelet.
Yeah, and they're assigned colours and if they want to ally with them or go on your own.
Yeah, in this one, you get in colours and according to the door colour, you have to pair up with another person or another group to get through the door. And every time you go through the door, you get to another round, which is called AB round. Whereas you have to choose whether to betray or ally with the person you worked with in the previous room. And this is where it gets pretty harsh. Because they explain to you that, each person has points on their bracelet. They start out with 3. And the idea of the game is you have to get 9 to escape. That's why it's 9 people, 9 doors, I can imagine on the previous one. On this one it's just reward. Once you've got 9, the person with 9 can escape, but if everyone else hasn't got 9, they're stuck. And the door will only open once. So people start getting bitchy with each other, like, oh no, if you're I want 9, no, I want 9. And the only way to get 9 is in the voting round. You get given an option to ally or betray, and if you choose to ally and the other person chooses ally, you get 2 points each. Perfectly fine. So you go up to 5. If both sides choose betray, you get no points. So stay on 3. But the fun bit is, if one person's betrays and the other one says ally, the person who chose betray gets 3 points, but the person who allied gets minus 2 points. And if you get 0 points, you die.
Ooh.
So yeah, if someone betrays you twice and you chose ally, you're dead. So everyone gets.
So basically, yeah, I was going to say it's kind of like the instinct kicks in of the kind of selfishness of I want to live.
Well, yeah, everyone starts going against each other, and you've got to choose for your group whether to do ally betray based on whether or not you think the other person's going to do it.
Okay, so you kind of have to be psychic and second guess their actions, really.
Yeah, and the game's sneaky. If you've done, whenever you do one timeline, it gives you the option to jump to the next timeline. So you can jump backwards and forwards and say, like, the first time you chose ally and the person chose betray. If you go back thinking, oh no, I'm going to choose betray this time, they're going to choose betray, it will change depending on the story you're going to. So, for instance, I chose betray on one route to someone thinking she was going to betray me. But she chose ally and I felt really guilty, so I went, oh, I'm going to go back. I'm going to choose ally this time. Nope, she chose betray.
Oh.
She kind of went and turned around and went, what, did you think it was going to be that easy? And so I was just sitting there going, for God's sake.
They were like, you can't cheat.
Yeah,
Don't try.
Ending. Yeah, it shows you a flowchart for every ending you've done and whatever route you can go. And you can jump backwards and forwards. So if you've done one ending, you can go back to a certain point and do another one. But you can imagine, for every option you make, a new ending is set up. So, for instance, you start off with 3 doors. You go through 3 doors. For those 3 doors, for every one you go through, you have to make 2 choices. So that's branched out to 6. And then another set of 3 doors. And then another 2 choices, and it goes on and on, so you get like 20 plus endings based on every single choice you make. And it just got ridiculous, the amount of times I got bad endings. I just sat there and went, oh, I died again. Let's do another ending. Oh, I died again.
Yeah, I kind of remembered that from the first one when my boyfriend played it. He's completed it and he got all the endings of, I think there were 6 in the first one. And it's just notorious of how long you have to play to get those endings. I remember, I think 3 nights one took just to get another ending, even though he'd done it before. It was just repeat, rinse, repeat kind of.
Oh no, that's why it's a lot easier, because it gives you the flowchart. You can jump to certain points in the story you've done. So if you've done the vote system and you chose to ally, as I said, you can go back again and choose betray and go down the different route.
Yeah.
And it shows you where each route goes. But what it doesn't show you is there's 4 extended endings, which are hidden in the flowchart based on the information you've collected from doing previous endings.
Okay.
This is getting complicated now.
Yeah.
Flowcharts.
It's ridiculously complicated. For instance, like I did one ending and it said to be continued, and I was like, oh, but there's still more routes on the chart. It says I can go further. It says I can do 3 more things. It says, no, it's to be continued, and it was locked. I was like, oh, that's unfair. How do I unlock it? And it turns out you have to do all the other endings to unlock that one.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so the final good ending, you have to do every single other ending to unlock it. And you've got to also write down, or if you can, memorize all the pieces of information they've given you at each ending. Because they'll give you codes. And if you don't write them down, as I found out, you get to the other end and it's like, here, please type in password.
Oh no.
It goes, yes, the password we told you 5 endings ago. Oh. Back to that ending I go. Now write down the password, back again. Thank you typing that password. Next bit, there's another password.
Oh no.
The good ending has about, 8 passwords. I had to memorize 8 codes, and I was just sitting there going, this is taking forever.
Was it worth it though? That's the question.
Yes, the good ending was so worth it. After seeing all the other character endings, I sat down and went, all the characters I want to save are in this ending. Thank God. I really need I'm fed up of seeing everyone die. Every single ending has just been, oh look, that's your favourite.
Very depressing, doesn't it?
Yeah. It's like one ending, I wanted the good ending for a certain character, so I did it. And it turned out, actually, no, it's not a good ending. She has a horrible ending. And I was sitting there, why? Why did you do that? That's not nice.
Yeah, it kind of reminds me of Corpse Party, where, Book of Shadows, where you can restart, but you get different endings kind of thing.
Yeah.
Go back, yeah.
With this, there's an ending for each character, and there's a bad ending as well. And I thought each character got a good ending. Nope. No way in hell that they get a good ending. 3 of my favourite characters got bad endings.
Oh.
And the one true ending, the good ending, was the one you had to put all the work into.
Hey, it was worth it.
It was. I recommend, this game is good if I recommend it for people who like puzzles and like big stories and are good at memorising things.
Sounds very frustrating though.
It's not too bad.
I don't know. I don't think I have enough patience, unlike you. I know you wanted to beat the game, but I think I would have been like, bye, after like 5 passwords.
Well, that's because I wanted to unlock everything. Each room has a secret, and you have to unlock it. And I was like, I'm doing that as well, at the same time.
Challenge accepted.
Yeah, like, I'm gonna get everything! Well, everything but one secret, obviously, because I'm terrible and couldn't do that one. But yeah, it's a good long game. It's a good brain-racking game. If you like Professor Layton, you might like this.
See, I love Professor Layton, but I couldn't understand how I couldn't get on with it. I'll try it again, probably another time, and see.
Yeah, the game, the best thing I could say about the game is look around the room and look for the tiniest objects. Like, look at everything. Because I missed so much stuff in the first 5 minutes without realising. I was just sitting there going, there's a fluorescent object on the floor, but it's the size of a pin. How did I miss that? Yeah. Long game.
Well, long but worth it.
Anyone else playing anything at the moment? After I've done like half an hour of talking about alone.
I had a go at Injustice this week.
Oh,
yeah, you had another go at it. What did you think this time?
I did. Much better than the demo.
See, I told you can't find demos.
I know, I take back what I said about the demo. It was so much cleaner, faster, smoother. I had the PS3 edition. My boyfriend, he brought it around, and I haven't played the story mode. It was just more, versus, 1 and 2 player. It's good. I didn't play all the characters, but my favourite character is Raven, and I knew it would be for some reason, because she's one of my favourite characters out of the lot, and we kind of did a final battle after testing out all the characters, and pretty much I lost just by a tiny bit, but it didn't matter. I actually quite enjoyed it. It was very good.
The demo wasn't very nice though, and they didn't help. They only gave you 3 characters, and usually they were really slow characters.
Well, yeah, maybe they perfected it after the demo, because I'm sure that was the whole point, probably, to get people's feedback.
Yeah, they did, because out of the 3, I've played with Wonder Woman in the demo, and I tried her again in the game, and she's much better. I haven't played the Superman or Batman as yet, so I can't really. I probably could compare because I still have the demo. But definitely a lot smoother, as I said. I've heard the storyline is very good, and definitely, when I get it, I will start playing it through the story mode. It's kind of like Mortal Kombat, where I know you
learn the combos.
Yeah.
Much.
That's it. You start with Batman and kind of progress. It's like Mortal Kombat, where you have 3 battles with this character, 3 battles with that character, and then the story progresses.
Sounds like fun, actually. I might try it out. I'm more of a Guilty Gear kind of.
Oh, you're more of a 2D player.
No, I'm used to games where, you do like a ridiculous amount of button presses to do a really awesome move. Because I'm used to memorising buttons rather than trying to overpower someone by spamming. So I'm terrible with spam games. I just sit there and go, there's one move and I can continuously spam it and the person can't fight back.
Yeah, BlazBlue as well. That's really good at that. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I kind of did that with Raven in the end. She had a kind of like a psychic attack. But then again, my boyfriend did the same with Catwoman, so...
Crouch down and whip.
It's not like you're playing it professionally, you know, you're enjoying it in your own house and you want to get on with the story, you know, whatever you need to do it.
That's it. I'll probably get more into it once I get it and then slowly take it from there. But in the new game, I always button bash. And then afterwards I kind of pay attention. It's like, I could do this instead of just pressing, just slamming on my hand.
Suddenly learn like the most ultimate combo.
Yeah.
And just continue to use it.
Instead of just slamming and destroying my fingers on the control pad.
Need a new controller.
Yeah.
Okay. Going back to the anime, guys, did anyone happen to catch Ketsuke Gato-kun?
Blood type series.
Strange, right? Even I was like, what? I'm reading this summary, it makes no sense.
I have to laugh because I just watched it and I just couldn't stop laughing throughout.
And before we could figure out what actually is going on, it just finished.
Yeah.
It's a 2-minute long anime basically following blood types and their possible characteristics. It was such an odd concept. And you watch it and you're like, what am I going to expect? And you're watching it and the way they speak is so fast as well. Before you can kind of question or fathom what's going on, it's over and you're like, huh? And the credits going on and you're like, huh? No, really, I don't, what? Kind of relatable though. The bit where the one blood type's moaning at the girl blood type going, oh, you have to always think of me and I'm your only love and I can chill out with other girls, that's fine, but you're not allowed to, you have to be fixated on me and only worship me.
Was that A-B, wasn't it, or something? I
think it was A. It was A.
Because
that was the thing about...
It's really Japanese, it really is.
Oh god, I couldn't
It's the blood type thing.
Yeah, Alex, you might agree with me with this. You know the masks? They kind of reminded me of a YouTuber, Cry.
Oh, yes.
It's kind of, yeah, it was weird, but I think it was like the third episode I thought, wait a minute, this reminds me of someone.
I just like the fact it had the
liked
letters actually moving like a mouth.
Yeah, that was quite clever.
Cleverly done.
It was, yeah, and AB kind of always won, didn't they?
Every
episode I've seen, he's always won.
Overpowering everyone.
Yeah.
Two blood types in one.
It is, yeah. I just kept on laughing at that. I just figured, he's won again.
It's funny because of, I remember this like a weird blood type thing. Like how we have, star signs.
Yes.
Yeah.
And they have the blood type thing.
Really?
Where they, it's kind of like a personality thing. They say, if you've got this blood type, you're more like this personality, or you're more likely to do this. And I did a little bit of research, and AB has 2 types.
So schizophrenic, basically.
AB, there's plus and a minus, I think, for some of them. And it can vary. I only know this because I watched a series, and it was like, what's your blood type and your star sign? You are likely to be this person. And I was like, okay, and here's your friend. What? And it was just, what? Why? Yeah, it's some things it's like, if you were this character, this will be your love interest. And this will be your best friend. And this person will be your pet. And it's like, okay. And the problem was I had the problem with, because I'm my star sign and my blood type, sadly in Japan, that makes me an eccentric, slightly fruity nut job.
Okay.
I don't really know why. I just have really unfortunate star sign and blood type compared to them.
I don't even know my blood type.
Me neither.
Just end up weird combination.
Basically, Harriet, we need to go donate blood.
Yeah,
then we'll find out. That or get pregnant to find out.
I'll just buy a blood test. If you can.
We'll stick with the blood test for now, I think.
I'm sure there's a machine in a pharmacy or something that'll tell you.
I thought you were going to say farm. There's a machine in a farm somewhere that's going to take your blood and tell you.
Pharmacy. This anime was funny. It was so quick.
For a 2-minute long anime, definitely worth the watch. And there's already, what you said, 3 episodes so far, Harry. I've seen 2 so far.
Yeah, the third one was a Raw one, but I watched it, and I think it was O or AB, they just talked ridiculously fast, and I just thought,
no, for translators.
yeah.
I wonder how long they're going to carry this on for.
I don't know. I'm probably inclined to watch it till the end.
No, totally. You can't not watch it. It's only 2 minutes long per episode.
It's like Hetalia. It's very short episodes. You could just easily watch.
Don't really need to relate them. Yeah, you can just pick up randomly. It's totally fine. And did anyone also manage to watch this one? This one, I found it under 2 different titles. One is There Is No Way I Can Love My Sister, and My Little Sister Can't Be This Cute.
I think the version I found out was something along the lines of Orimo or something with Japanese.
I think
that's the Japanese.
Yeah, that's the manga name because they shortened it.
Yeah, that was much easier. Orimo. Oh, there you go.
Yeah, I watched it, and yeah, kind of interesting concept.
It's just one of the really irritating.
Yeah, the sister is very irritated to begin with.
The neck for the entire first few episodes.
I know, you probably prefer it when she's not talking.
Yeah, is he kind of saying, is he going to murder her? Just get rid of her, please.
Do you know what I have to say? I did have a sigh of relief when the story didn't go the way I thought it was going to go because of the title. I was like, oh no, please don't be incestuous. It's just...
I kind of thought that as well.
Oh, it's going to go down a very odd route if it did.
I thought the story was going to turn into, and she's my half sister or something, because it was really weird. Cause she's like blonde, blue eyed, and then he's like tanned and brunette, and I just thought, huh? But your parents are both obviously Japanese. What the hell happened to her chromosomes? How did she turn out blonde and blue eyed? An anomaly? I don't know. But yeah, just a quick recap. But basically, you follow Kyosuke. He mentions in the first episode he doesn't get along with his younger sister, and through the whole episode there's so many references to sisters that are important in, history and poetry and all that, and he has a bit of an awkward encounter with his sister later that night, and basically he then comes across this game called Stardust Witch Merle, which is an anime, but he looks inside it and then finds like an 18 certificate called Love with Little Sister, and he's like, huh? Whose is this? What, my dad? My policeman dad? Well, of course not, dumbass. It's not his mother's either, it's obviously Kurono, his little sister's. And through the interrogation of finding out it's hers, she then decides to talk to him for the first time in years, and she basically shows him, which I thought was a bit bizarre. She sneaks into his room at 1 o'clock in the morning and is sitting on top of him in the bed, and I was like, no, please, don't do what I think you're gonna do. And then luckily no. And, she takes him to her room, shows him her stash of all her kind of, I don't know what to say, are they hentais? Or, I don't know.
Yeah, they're kind of,
what, dating sims or something? They didn't really go much into it, but all it was described as eero, so erotic games, DVDs or whatnot.
It is like you thought it would, like the title was, like How Much I Love My Little Sister kind of thing.
Oh, really? Yeah. And the weird thing is though, when he goes into, why do you watch this? And she was like, I can't help it, the sisters are so cute. And it's like, no, this is not why people watch it. Men,
no.
Literally, it's like, how dumb are you, Kurono? And the strange part was when he was like, how can you afford it, all of this, basically? And she went, oh yeah, well, I am a model. And it's like, huh? And I was like, oh god, don't show me this bikini wear. No, but luckily it was just normal modelling, thank god. It was just getting so creepy, and then it just calmed down, and then creepy, and then calmed down. And I just want to know, who wears hair clips to bed? Seriously, she's running around in ridiculous like, makeup and shit, and I'm like, no, normal girls at the age of 14 would have taken that makeup on and not be wearing hair clips, and they would have at least tied their hair up. With that much long hair, it's gonna get knotted. Anyway, let's not, compare too much to real life, because it is just an anime. It's just an anime show.
And your beauty tip
turning
of the
into
day,
sleeping habits.
Yes. I have to say, I did think, as much as it was really cliche, I guess, but I quite liked it. I'm definitely going to watch the next couple of episodes, see where it goes.
I think I might stick to the manga, maybe.
You've read the manga? How's the manga then?
I've only read like the first couple of chapters. It is virtually the same. Literally. But I'm one of these people with mangas, I could just read it quick kind of thing. Just kind of dash through it quickly and then kind of, oh yeah, if it's okay.
And you don't have to suffer the irritation of Corona.
That's it.
It's probably the one down point for me. Yeah, so going to other animes. Anyone else? Go on, Alex.
I can't think of anything. I'm sorry. It's just the list is so long. My brain's going, remember, which ones, how many, when,
Okay, well, I'll jump in with another almost ridiculous anime. Hentai Uji to Warani Neko, which is the Hentai Prince and the Stony Cat. That one I looked out just for pure curiosity. Hentai is not my thing, but the actual anime is about a guy who's obsessed with hentai, so it's not actually about, not much fan service going on in that, thank God. The anime basically begins with a quote from Oscar Wilde boasting of enjoying all the pleasures of his life. Then you see the protagonist, who is Yokadero, a super pervert basically. He's, meticulously squatting without fail, never missing any track meets. And basically you're thinking, oh, hardcore, but no, not really. He's just squatting because there's a window in front of him and he can see all the girls swimming in their swimsuits. This actually misleads the track president to believe he's a devoted track team member and has made him her successor. Out of total idiocy, he doesn't actually refuse it. He accepts, even though in his head he's like, but I won't have time to lust over girls and stare at them. And this is where it gets down to the Stony Cat. Basically, his friend tells him of the mysterious Stony Cat, which is on the hill, and basically you give it an offering and then it will do something for you. He actually offered it his Dutch wife, which was a blow-up doll, because he's also a pervert, and he asked it to take his lust away, and the cat, for some reason, he wakes up the next day not caring about women and hentai or anything. So he donates all his hentai to his mate, and then he decides to, try to help the poor, world peace, and, it's just so melodramatic. So Yokadero is pretty much thinking about the same thing. He's just thinking, I want to get rid of my facade so I won't get into stupid situations like becoming the next, track president, which I obviously don't want to do. In all this craziness, he bumps into a girl and she's trying to get rid of something that she has herself, and it all ends in him being a total perv, and the next day he can't lie. So you can just kind of guess he just goes up to random girls saying, damn, you're flat-chested. Why do you think you're all that? You're so flat-chested. I mean, where's all this arrogance coming from? Damn, girl. Literally, he can't even control it. That's the funniest part. It's a bit like Liar Liar, but anime version and more perverted. Despite all this, he's still been made track meet president after he even pervs on her as well. And it's just interesting to see where this one goes as well. And basically it's a quest of him and the girl he meets, trying to get their facade and her, poker face back. Basically she gets rid of her emotions, so that means she's always basically monotonal and dull. So now she can't even pretend to be happy or anything. Interesting concept, but yeah. Anyone else seen it?
I think you're the only one. I don't know.
I watched it and I couldn't really get into it, sadly. I did like the Oscar Wilde quotes at the beginning. That was a nice little bit of touch. The beginning part made me laugh, but other than that, I really couldn't get into it, which is a shame.
Well, I might give it a second chance now, by the sounds of things. Because it sounds like it's a little more stupid after the first few minutes.
I don't know, I guess because I like the whole notion of a bit of mystery, a bit of magic, and obviously there's a cat involved. I don't know, I guess because he seems a bit innocent. It's not like he's a total, mong like the pervert in Photokana, the photography club leader. He's not like that, but he's just quite innocent and,
He's not running around looking up girl skirts.
No, he's not. He'd like to, but he's not. That's the good part. And, what else, guys?
I remembered one. Yes. Carnival.
Oh God, this one.
The colourful series.
Go on, you describe it. I'll train myself.
I don't even know where to start to describe it. First 5 minutes is, you see a lovely little kid with white hair and red eyes being sat on by some woman who looks like she's about to do something naughty to him. And he turns around and says, wow, you're heavy. Cue her being extremely pissed. She's going, oh, you little bugger. But
you're making me nauseous. What do you mean I'm making nauseous?
Obviously he's very slow and doesn't understand what's about to happen. And, the place gets attacked. And we're introduced to a new guy. You know his name, Aisha? I can't remember. Because I think you've seen
what's that bloke's name?
Eriki, something key.
Yeah. Gareki, that's it.
That's it, thank you. I knew you'd remember. He turns up in his goggles and everything.
Steampunk attire, yeah.
Yeah. And it turns out he's come to rob the place. The little guy with the white hair comes up and goes, that's it, thank you, Nai. Comes over to him and goes, I want to escape, will you help me escape? And he goes, okay, you haven't got anything of value. Sees that he's got, he looks down and sees that he's got a bracelet on, a circus ID on Nai. And he looks at it and goes, oh, that might be of value. And so helps him out. Cue the woman coming back and she's going, oh, you think you can escape? Turns into this ghastly, ridiculously long-armed monster.
Spider, isn't it?
Yeah, spider thing. And she starts chasing them and trying to help them. They escape. Mysterious figure comes along and she gets in an argument with him. She gets killed. Pretty much there and then because she's failed her task. And then you just follow Nai and Geriki as they try and escape from the city and find out more about this circus ID. And you get to see two new people from circus, which I liked. They were quite fun and colourful. Which is the guy in the top hat and a little girl with blonde hair. And lo and behold, it wouldn't be a story if they ran into trouble yet again on a train, meet the two new circus people. And I can't remember what happened after that. It was just, they kind of just introduced the two circus lot and saved the train, didn't they? Because I was so mesmerised by the colours. I was so mesmerised by the colours and the silly characters, I was just sitting there going, what, the stories?
Well, it partially exploded thanks to the terrorists who kind of took on board.
Yeah, I remember there was bombs, wasn't there, on each one? They found one thanks to Nai and his super sensitive hearing.
And kind of...
Can't remember
Oh, sorry. They kind of destroyed it afterwards, and then they kind of rescued, and then you kind of realise there's a subplot developing with one of the people they rescued as well.
Because I noticed the only thing this is another one where I remember reading the manga, but yet again can't remember the story. Oh, this is okay, and then I just dropped it. And I remember that, later down the line you get introduced to circus and all the other members. But they never do explain what it actually is. I just remember them going, oh, this is circus. We have a lot of people who have special abilities. And that's it.
And now moving on to the news. I'm sure you guys know the person who illustrates for Final Fantasy, Yoshitaka Amano.
Amano? Ooh.
Yes. Ooh. He's actually illustrating the new Vocaloid free library. So he's got another thing to kind of add to his portfolio.
Why won't you finish the David Bowie one?
What, the Labyrinth or?
No, he did he did collaboration with Neil Gaiman and he did one with David Bowie, all of them together. He was doing illustrations for the Return of the White Duke, the White Thin Duke, I think it's called. It's named after David Bowie character. And they never finished it. But they released, I think, like 6 pictures. And I was sitting there going, do a book, please, do another comic.
That was just something to get, whet your appetites, really. They
didn't finish it. It was done in 2006. But now he's doing more stuff. I can collect it for my dear boyfriend because he has so much of it. Oh, more stuff for him.
Actually, that also reminds me, you mentioned the Devil Survivor video game. They're actually doing they've actually released a new one, in February. Oh, wait, is that new? Yeah. No, just edit that out. Next bit. Nice.
Well, Microsoft, obviously we had the PS4 announcement this year, and on the 21st of May, Microsoft are going to make their announcement for the next console.
Xbox 780?
No,
Xbox 720, I think.
720 or something stupid.
That's what it should be called. It's a total monopolizing console of doom. You honestly, you have to spend so much money to do the internet, to play the games. You can't even buy the box games anymore.
No,
right?
I just gave up on Xbox when all my friends just went, let's get PlayStation 3.
Yeah, I'm kind of
play
the same.
on there.
Actually. Yeah.
I think
the only problem is there's no group chat. That's the only problem.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
It's only in certain games.
Oh, right.
You can't do, you can do a group chat in like a little room on the PS3. But if you try and do a group chat on certain games, unless it's built in on the game, you can't do it. Which we got really frustrated with.
Lame.
Yeah. That's the only thing the PlayStation 3 is missing. And it'd be perfect.
Well, that means, you can't really do that then. You just have to leave the game and do something else, really.
Or just sit on Skype.
Yeah, that takes you away from the console. You hear that, Microsoft? We're not going to play you. You better fix it now. Anything else, Harriet?
Capcom. They have, I think you will like this, Aisha, they have released a teaser picture for a sequel to Okami.
Another one?
Possibly. They haven't released any details yet, but hopefully towards the end of the year, I think there could be a possible sequel. I'm not sure yet on which console. It could be on the new gen, it could be on the old gen.
I want it. I want another game.
So that really, obviously you're excited, everyone's excited about it.
Is it the same plot as the original?
I think it's a brand new one.
Because we've already had Okami, Ami, and then we had her son in Okami Den, didn't we?
Yeah, on DS.
Who's going to be in the third one?
I'm not sure.
New story. Who knows?
I just want my excuse to draw silly things on the screen again. Just annoy people on the game.
Well, hopefully
it was made for Wii, really.
I was going to say, maybe they might bring it out on the Wii U and it might help bring up sales for it.
You can use
the
actual, the touchscreen thingy.
I had fun with the PlayStation one, but I must admit that would be a lot better if you could just put your finger on the screen and draw it.
Or again on the 3DS you have the stylus as well.
Yeah, the 3DS one was good, but it was obviously because it was a smaller screen. I was so used to doing the previous game, I was like, I can't see anything. Draw little circles.
And I have one more bit of news.
Ooh,
the director for Hellboy, what is his name? Do you know I had it and it's just gone clean out? Del Toro, that's it, that's the one. He had...
Pan's Labyrinth one.
I think
that
it is,
yes. Spanish dude.
He is going to be created with the help of HBO, the anime series Monster.
Hey.
How are they going to do that?
Well, I think Stephen Thompson, who has helped with Doctor Who and Sherlock, he's going to help with Del Toro bring Monster to life, essentially.
That's going to be an interesting one to do.
It is, because I know they did plan a movie, but it kind of fell through.
Well, it's just Monster's story. It's going to be fun to see how they're going to pull that off.
Obviously, yeah, because it's a classic series of cat and mouse, really. I've read the manga. I haven't watched the anime series as yet, but I did really enjoy the manga. So it's going to be one that's going to be interesting. Obviously, we've had rumours of other stuff before, and you think, oh no, they're going to ruin this. But with Del Toro, he's had a good history to his movie, so I think there is hope out there that this will be good.
Hopefully it'll look good at least.
Yeah.
As long as he has nothing to do with the script, we're fine.
He doesn't have to, he's already got one.
Good.
pre-made script. Perfectly fine. Oh.
What about you,
That's
Alex?
the
Anything?
I have one bit of news, which was announced, I think, or today or yesterday. Since everyone's taken a liking to Attack on Titan recently, which has become rather popular, they've announced they're doing a live action film, based off of the original manga, which will be released next year. There's not much information at the moment. They've made a website. That's all they've done really, with a big poster on, all in Japanese saying coming soon. But everyone's kind of, well, it's just, I don't know how they're going to pull off the Titans in live action.
I have to say, first of all, they've announced it so quickly and they're already saying they're going to release it next year. It's going to be so low budget.
It probably will. It's just going to be CGI'd, badly done Titans.
Why? Why do that?
Well, I think
Cash
they might do what they did with another other series, which is they might do it in parts. So they might do like a bit of the story. The first part of the story you don't really see much of the Titans, so they could get away with being cheap. But I don't know. It probably would look like rubbish. A lot of live action series have just bombed horrendously in Japan. It's like I really wish they did a live action version of Tiger and Bunny. That'd be funny.
I actually started the reading the manga of that, and I really do enjoy it. So I am going to be getting into the anime soon of that.
Well, for the film, they had live action guys in the costumes.
Oh wow!
And
Nice.
During the start of the film, they had a little explanation of all the characters going, buy some popcorn, go to the toilet, keep your legs warm, don't disturb the other people when you leave. And it was like, it was all in character and all perfectly done in costume and movements, and they had the voice actors over the top. And it looked really good. It's just, I think you could really get away with doing a live action version of Tiger and Bunny, and it wouldn't be that hard to do. Because you've really got the costumes. Hey. And the motorbike, they've already done that as well.
True.
But yeah, I have no hope for the Attack on Titan live action. It's probably going to be bad.
Oh well. You win some, you lose some.
No, there is never any decent live action anime series. I'm sure I'll have to stick to Power Rangers. Well, Sailor Moon was okay, yeah. But it's just going to be like, let's stick to Power Rangers. That's the only live action to pull off well. Kamen Rider, I'll do.
Kamen Rider, yeah, because I'll be shocked for that, for not saying it right. By a few people. I have friends who are massive fans.
You've got to memorise each one. It's the fun bit. There's thousands.
I know, I think every 3 months they bring out a new one. I have a few friends who really love Kamen Rider. I'm trying to get into it, but I don't know where to begin.
I think you would probably, I had help with this by asking fans, but there's a list somewhere online where they explain the story of each one and say, oh, if you like this, go for this one. If you like that, go for that one. Because all the stories are different. And there's so many of them, you kind of be sitting there going, this is series, 25. It's now called, 5. I wonder what this is going to be. And it's just a ridiculous story. And you'll be sitting there going, I don't like this one. I'm going to try a different one. But, they're really good. I recommend looking into them more. I'm a fan of Kamen Rider, so I can't really say much.
No, fair dues.
Into it not too long ago. So I've been through about, 7 series? The last few series I've been watching. So, yeah.
This is a good way to go into the question bits, actually. There's an interesting question that you'd like, Alex. Have you seen the Super Sentai gag show, Akiba Ranger, and what do you think?
Oh, someone had to ask that question, didn't they? Yes, I have watched that series and it's hilarious. Season 2 is airing at the moment. They've released, I think, 2 episodes or 3. And if you're a fan of Power Rangers, you can still watch this and get the jokes. And it's literally just, it ruins otaku culture and absolutely takes the mick out of it. And Power Rangers in general and all that. It's stupid. I don't think any of you two have watched it, have you?
No. Sounds like a parody to me.
Now.
It's a parody. what it does is, you're introduced to, a guy who's a major otaku, and he's like he's in his late 20s, 30s. And he works for a delivery agency. And the show just takes the mick. It's an adult show where you get to have a look at what Japan thinks about all this otaku culture and how they look at it and go, wow, they're just sad. They're sad, middle-aged men who just look at little girls. Oh, it's horrible, horrible people. And then it goes into, wow, this guy becomes a Power Ranger. Oh, but there's one small problem. What's that? You're not official. What do you mean we're not official? You're unofficial Akiba Rangers. And it just goes through a whole story where they try and make themselves be official Rangers and fail miserably. It is, as it says, a gag show. And you have to watch it to understand some of the stuff it does. It's so weird, but funny. And
it sounds like something you could totally geek off to, really.
It is. There's like tons of geek references in it. There's lots of silly little jokes in, and it's just stupid. And just to see people in really awesomely designed Power Ranger outfits just being absolutely hopeless.
Aww, nostalgic.
Yeah. It's even funny because the fights are hilarious because the first fight is like, oh, I know all the ins and outs of Power Rangers. Oh, really? Yeah. As soon as we defeat this guy, he'll turn into a giant version of himself, and then we'll have to ride a mech. Cue them sitting around for 5 hours waiting for this guy to come back and grow. And they're just sitting there waiting.
Oh, yeah, it is very Power
What's put on a bigger suit?
Sitting there waiting, wow, yeah, he's not coming back. You think we actually killed him? I think we actually did.
Oh, nice.
But yeah, it just takes the piss. It just really does. It's not serious whatsoever.
Cool. So we'll go to the next question, which is, would you consider Boondocks and Avatar Legend of Aang / Korra an anime? Submitted by Naresh Sundar. Well, the thing is, I've seen a few episodes of Avatar and Legend of Korra, and you can distinctly see it's a Western cartoon. I mean, straight away, like Teen Titans and, you know, Justice League and all that, but they've given it kind of anime eyes.
Well, they've kind of tried to make it look a bit anime, but
yeah,
kind of succeed very well.
Yeah, they're trying to jump on the anime bandwagon, but you'd be surprised. I know a lot of otakus who love Legend of Korra, and they watch it religiously, and they're literally gagging for the next episode. So, I don't know if it being an anime really matters, but it's already sold to people, so it doesn't really, maybe it's just the eyes, you know? People are like, oh my god, it must be an anime, I need to watch it. I guess the story's good enough.
My Pony, isn't it?
Oh no, let's not even approach bronyism right now.
Ignore that.
There's gonna probably have to be one whole podcast dedicated to My Little Pony and bronies and Pegasisters.
Well, I think a better example. I'm trying to think. More like Adventure Time. There we go. That's a better example.
Yeah.
It's an anime that lots of people like.
Well, I guess Legend of Korra is a bit dark, you know. I've seen a few of the episodes are quite sinister, whereas Adventure Time's pretty much covering everyday issues, but in a kiddie kind of way. So
it gets worse towards like more seasons. It just gets darker and darker.
What, Adventure Time?
Yeah,
pretty much. It starts to turn into more adult themes, isn't it?
Yeah.
Now?
No, there is a lot, but they kind of cover it a little bit. Like one episode where there's werewolves, and they supposedly, well, it looks like they're killing people, but actually it's a hug monster, and they're hugging people, and you know, obviously we know what's going on, but a kid can watch it and be like, oh look, I'm gonna hug you to death, and it's like, oh bless. You really don't have a clue what's going on. Adventure Time, okay, straight away you watch that, you know it's Western.
Yeah.
Straight away, you don't look at it and think anime, do you?
No, I don't.
No,
I don't. Whereas there's a bit of a blurred line with Avatar and Legend of Aang and Korra, I guess.
Yeah, it does kind of very anime-ish, but as you said, it's Western Western animation, but with hints of anime design in it.
But I think we're all probably agreed on we probably don't think it is an anime.
Yeah.
But it's just the anime audience like it. That's it. It's just popular, full stop.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we'll go to the next question, which is, what are your views on retroscoping, submitted by Luke Nelson? I know what this is talking about.
Flowers of Evil.
That
Akinohana.
that dodgy anime Akinohana. Oh my goodness.
I actually had a chance now to have a look at it, and...
Getting any better?
Well, I just kind of saw screenshots of retrospecting. It's weird. It really
exactly.
is. Yeah.
Creepy.
It is, yeah. I mean, you get so used to watching anime, you know, like Big Eyes and, you know, the weirdness of it, but then watching it and you think, ooh, that is somewhat real. I'm not used to that.
It's gone a little bit too far.
Yeah, it's kind of a shame because I have read a couple of the chapters of Flowers of Evil. It's not like that at all, so I just don't understand.
I think the story is a little bit serious, and with the creepy faces, it's just making it worse.
Yeah.
No, it totally suits the themes that go on in the anime. Totally, you feel that real eerie vibe, and you need it there. But I think it's just to a point of, I think I'm probably getting nightmares watching episodes of that. I decided, look, this technique, it's interesting, but it's not my thing. I'm not watching this anymore. I'll probably stick to reading the manga, actually.
Because the style is good, but not in large amounts.
No.
Yeah.
In large amounts, it's horrible. Using it for like little gimmicky things is fine. With some anime series like Trapeze does it really well, because it is just like trippy and they use multiple art styles and it works. But doing a whole series in it is just, wow, this is too creepy. I can't watch this.
Okay, we'll go to the last question, which is, do any of you girls have any pet peeves when it comes to cosplay by Little Geeky Cosplay? I'm going to jump in straight away and say, literally, this has not actually happened to me, but I see it and I think it is so rude. But when people are walking around, and I'm sure you guys have experienced this, but when you're wearing a big, massive, fuck off cosplay, especially the mech ones or the kind of boxy ones, or you're holding a really delicate weapon and people just shove you, or people just kind of poke you, and kids, even the kids coming up to you pulling your weapon or whatnot, it's like, no, please don't, it might fall apart, or no, you're actually pulling my arm, ow.
This is why I prefer big cosplays that are slightly scary to children, because then they're not going to come near me.
Yeah, but then you're still going to get otakus trying to be like, oh my god, can I hold that? Oh my god, I'm going to touch her ass and she's not going to feel it. No! Just don't! Seriously, someone's put so much hard work into it and you're just going to go and ruin it. Keep your hands to yourselves, people. Seriously.
There is one line that I will say is just, even if you are wearing big cosplays, make sure they're not big cosplays. Remember, you're in a tiny environment.
Especially at Expo.
Yeah, if you're in, like as you said, like in armors and mech outfits, that's fine. If you're wearing a, 20-meter long trail of fabric coming off your back, please don't do that.
No.
Someone's going to tread on it.
Yeah, I've learnt that the hard way.
Oh dear.
Don't
Not
wear
by 20
anything.
feet, but yeah.
Just use a bit of common sense. And not wear something that you know isn't going to fit in a big environment, but you know is still fine to get around in.
Yeah.
Because otherwise you're just going to be walking around and no matter how much you try to keep it away from people, they are going to just mangle it to bits.
But that's the thing though, some people want to be true to the original costume, so they will do it precisely to that size.
Yeah, you just have to be careful. Just if you're going to like an event which has a big open area, that's fine. But if you're wearing this costume, just make sure it kind of does compact down when you're around large amounts of people. Otherwise, there is going to be an accident anyway. Like wearing big wings and things like that. It's best just to wear them where you know you're not going to end up whacking someone in the face. As soon as you turn around. Yeah. But I have the opposite problem with people as well, where you have people that have tiny costumes that aren't accurate and lazy. That one bugs me. That bugs me a lot. Lazy cosplayers.
Like not putting enough effort into
like
it, yeah.
Naruto headbands could be a good example.
Yeah, where people turn up and they buy like a fan item at the like an event, like the headbands or something, and then they walk around as if they're the best cosplayer in the world. And go, look, I am the best version of this character. You're just wearing a headband. Your hair's not even the same colour. Costume's not even, your outfit isn't even remotely accurate whatsoever. You're just wearing a headband. I don't mind you enjoying some fun and walking around and showing off your love for this character, but don't walk around as if you're God's gift to everyone. And that you've made this costume last minute. You haven't. It's not very nice for the rest of us who have.
Basically, Alex, you wish death upon a lot of cosplayers out there.
Oh, I do, but I would never say it to their faces, because I'm one of them. Yeah, it's the you get that as a cosplayer. You walk around and part of you starts to just turn into drama.
It's
it just gravitates towards you. It's just, yeah, you can't get away from it. It's like with fashion. Sooner or later you're going to get borderline staring problems where you look at people so intensely with hate that your eyes just get stuck like that for a while. So I hate you, you horrible person. You make all the rest of us look bad. Stop it.
Alex is having a mental breakdown.
She's having an actual, moment. But this will make you feel better, Alex. Mm-hmm. Paul Garnett submitted in, if anyone out there isn't reading and now watching Shingeki no Kyojin, aka Attack on Titan, then why the hell not? But basically, well, we all are, so we don't know why the hell they're not, so maybe they don't have a computer. That's what I think.
I just haven't got to the episode yet. I've been reading the manga. Leave me alone.
Oh no, Alex is still in self-defense mode.
It's fine. No, I actually want to know what's in episode 3. Because I've read the manga, so I have a feeling I might know.
So now Alex is going to be on the WAF to find episode 3. Thanks so much, Paul, for upsetting Alex further.
It's all your fault.
And we've come to the end of the show now. Lovely listeners, please follow us on Twitter and Facebook at Anime UK Show, and of course wearearcade.com. And I have been your host Aisha with Harriet and Alex, and it's bye from us for now.
Bye.
Bye.
www.wearearcade.com